Children, you have learned number line in grade 5th or 6th, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This is the number line. This you have started learning in grade 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Integers.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Integers you started learning in grade 7. Then this is the rational number. This one you have started learning in grade 8. These both you have learned in grade 7th and 8th number line.
Yes.
Yes, children. So what are we observing from this number line, children? 0 is nothing but the origin, children.
Ma'am, 0.
0 is the origin.
Yes, ma'am.
Right side of 0, what are the numbers are there?
Positive numbers.
Very good. Left side of 0?
Negative numbers.
Negative
Taking the rational number line. So right side 0 is the origin. Right side of 0 is nothing but as
Positive rational numbers.
left side of 0 is nothing but as
Negative rational numbers.
okay. Till now, what are the types of number line you have learned, children? Till now.
Ma'am, rational number line and all, ma'am.
Yes. You people have learned
Ma'am, representing irrational numbers on number line.
very good.
Irrational numbers in number line.
Very good. Then decimals also you learned, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Decimal numbers also you have learned. In grade 9 also you have learned number line, the first chapter. Which one is that, children?
Ma'am, number system chapter, ma'am.
Irrational numbers. Locating irrational
This is the
numbers
one
on
thing.
number line.
Another one?
Ma'am, locating decimal numbers on number line.
Very good. Successive magnification. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Here on the number line, distance from the fixed point are marked in equal units positively in one direction, negatively other direction. Here, 0 to 2, the distance is same as 2 to 4. Distance will be same. This is the one thing we have observed in the number line. Another one. So till now we have learned location of a point on number line. That's an integer and rational number we have learned. And in grade 9 we have learned describing the position of a point on the number line. It is a successive magnification. Do you remember, children?
Yes,
One
ma'am.
dimension we have
Ma'am.
taken, and that one we are presenting on the number line. Successive magnification. Do you remember that? Chapter
Yes,
1.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
These are the varieties of number lines we have learned in a till now. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
So now that number line, if I take this number line, that first one integer, this one more I'll take. I'll take one more number line. I'll place it on vertically. So this 0 will be overlapping. So what will happen, children? So by using number line, horizontal and vertical, both will overlap and intersect at one point.
Circle.
No, one more number line.
It's one graph, no, ma'am.
Pardon me.
It's
Both
one
the
graph,
line graph.
Yes.
Line graph.
intersect at one point. You have learned this chapter in the last year.
Bisecting.
Line graph.
One more number line, I'll intersect number line, intersect. This is the x-axis. One more y-axis will intersect at origin O.
Cartesian graph something.
Yeah, you're
Cartesian
almost
plane.
right.
Cartesian plane. Cartesian
Very
plane.
good. That Cartesian plane is nothing but as coordinate geometry. Right?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the graph
Marking the
sheet,
coordination on number line on that graph paper, ma'am.
the graph sheet, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Today we are going to start new concept, coordinate geometry. So today we are going to start the new chapter, coordinate geometry. Children, just will recall what we have learned in our previous class. With that, only few exercises, which is very easy. This chapter is very, very easy and scoring thing. So what you have learned the last year, same concept, no changes, only little bit extra. That's it, okay? Feel easy. Wherever getting doubt, you just ask me. So this study was initially, this coordinate geometry is initially developed by the French philosopher and mathematician René Descartes. Want to see his more picture, children? He is the René Descartes. He is a great French mathematician of the 17th century, liked to lie in bed and think. One day, when resting in bed, he solved the problem of describing the position of a point in a plane. His method was a development of the older idea of latitude and longitude. These words you have used in social science, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Latitude and longitude.
Yes,
In honor of Descartes, the system used for describing the position of a point in a plane is also known as Cartesian system. So I'll explain the meaning of that. Before explaining, so once you understood that two lines intersect one point, but as an origin. So just we'll see some examples, children. Okay. How will you describe the position of a table lamp on your study table to another person? So think, this is your study table. So P is a lamp. So how are you going to describe this one? In which point you are placing this table lamp? How are you describing this one?
Ma'am, the position
20 to 30.
20 to 30, ma'am.
Yes, very good. X-axis 20, Y-axis 30.
30, ma'am.
Yes. Consider the lamp as a point P. Here is a lamp. So you need to describe the table lamp, the position of the table lamp. Choose any perpendicular edges. This is, I'm taking this perpendicular edges, these two. Okay. Say as OX and OY. OX and OY are the perpendicular edges. And let it be 30 centimeter again. So length is, I'm taking PM as a 30 centimeter. Again, measure distance of the lamp from the shorter edge OY. Let it be 20 centimeter. This is the x-axis OY perpendicular to y-axis is nothing but as OP 20 centimeter. Position of the lamp P referred to as the edges OX and OY is nothing but as 20. X-axis is 20 and y-axis is 30. This is how we are pointing out the position. This is an example. You can take anything, children. Here just they're asking us to say, how will you describe the position of a table lamp on a study table to another person? Here I've taken, this is an example distance. You can take your own and you can explain. So I'll just check. This is given the textbook.
Ma'am, exercise question, ma'am.
Yes, exercise question. This you can take a table lamp of your own and you can explain, children. So this is the distance I've taken, 20 and 30. You can take your own measurement and you can write the answer. Am I clear, children? This is to explain the position of table lamp. Next one. These are the question you are getting, they are giving based on the activity, children, in a coordinate geometry chapter. In textbook, they are given some activity. So first activity is based on the previous sum and the second activity is based on this one. A city has two main roads which cross each other at the center of the city. These two roads are along the north-south direction and east-west direction. All other streets of the city run parallel to these roads and are 200 meters apart. So this is a picture. There are about 5 streets. So north, south, east, west. They are telling it is run parallel to roads and there are 200 meters apart. Each one is 200 meters apart. There are 5 streets in each direction. 5 streets in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Using 1 centimeter is equals 200 meters. This one box represents 200 meters. Draw a model of city on your notebook. Represent the roads or streets by single line. This is a picture you can see in a children. There are many cross streets in your model. A particular cross street is made by 2 streets, one running in the north-south direction, one running in the north-south direction, and the another is east and west direction. Another one is east-west direction. Each cross street, see this one. One is east-west, one is north-south. Okay. Each cross street is referred to in the following manner. If the second street running in the north-south direction and the fifth in the east-west direction. This is the second one. Second one, north-south direction. And fifth is in east-west. Second one, north direction in the east-west direction. Each cross street is referred to in the following manner. Second street running in the north-south direction. Fifth in the east-west direction meet at some crossing. Then we will call this cross street as 2,5. So it's an example they are telling. Using this convention, find how many cross street can be referred to as 4,3. How many cross street can be referred to as 3,4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y-axis is x-axis and this is the y-axis. Am I clear, children? So it is
Ma'am, so
East, west.
4 should be marked on x-axis and 3
That's
should be
what
marked on
they are
y-axis.
telling.
No, ma'am.
East-west direction. East-west direction. East-west direction is how many cross street can be referred to as 4,3. 4,3. First come to east-west direction, children. East-west direction is 1, 2, 3. These are 3, children. Y-axis, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. North, west.
Ma'am, running towards east to west is horizontal roads, no ma'am?
East to west. Yeah, horizontal. East to west is horizontal. North and west is vertical. Yes. Here. How many cross streets can be referred to as 4,3?
Ma'am, only one, ma'am. They only given the answer.
Only one, ma'am.
There is only one cross street. That's what the answer is, one cross street. Here it is mentioned 4,3 and here there is only one cross street which can be referred to as 3,4. How many cross streets? Only one we are getting. Both. Any doubt, children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
They are asking how many cross streets can be referred to as 4,3. How many cross streets can be referred to as 3,4. We are getting only one cross street for 4,3 and 3,4. Children, if a two horizontal line and vertical line, if you meet at one point, what will happen, children?
Coordinate.
Origin, ma'am.
Origin, ma'am. Cartesian
Coordinate.
form.
Yes,
Cartesian
nothing
form.
but as a Cartesian system, no? So what is a Cartesian system? Which specifies
When
a point plotted uniquely on a plane by a pair of coordinates. These are numerical coordinates have two fixed perpendicular length. In a previous beginning number line I have explained. So as I said in this number, that's what they're telling. The distance will be same. A Cartesian system is one which specifies a point plotted uniquely on a plane. This is a plane surface by a pair of numerical coordinates. For example, up to this point, the first question you can observe. So one x-axis, one y-axis. That is the lamp is, the position of the lamp is 20 to 30. Pair of numerical coordinates. We are representing that is in a number form. Having a predefined distance. So as I said, the distance must be same. Predefined distance from the two fixed perpendicular coordinates. From the example one, you have observed that the distance from the two fixed perpendicular. So from the y-axis and from the x-axis, fixed perpendicular, measured in the same unit length. Same unit length means if I take this is a 1 centimeter as 1 unit means even y-axis also 1 centimeter as 1 unit. That is nothing but as measured in the same unit of length. So discuss invented the idea of placing two such lines perpendicular to each other on a plane, locating points on the plane by referring them to these lines. The perpendicular lines may be in any direction. So any directional cells are just drawn and show children. The perpendicular direction means I can, I'm not getting straight line here. I can draw the line like this. If I think it is a perpendicular, I can draw perpendicular like this. I can draw the perpendicular lines like this. Any direction.
Ma'am, you're meaning like in any angle we can draw.
Yes. Lines perpendicular to each on a plane, locating point on the plane by referring them to these lines. The perpendicular lines may be in any direction. So I can write in into mark also, I'll get perpendicular. So the point of intersection, I'll get perpendicular. If when I write a plus symbol, I'll get a perpendicular. So two lines intersect, I'll get perpendicular. This is what he's explaining. You can see in a textbook exam, page number 54, figure 3.6. So it is mentioned, children. So these are type of examples. I'm not getting a straight line. Okay. Is it clear, children? So here horizontal one number line I take and vertical one number line take. In horizontal, the 0 represent the origin and right side of 0 represent the positive value and left side of 0 represent the negative integers. Even if I take a vertical, so in integer chapter you have learned right represent positive and left represent negative, up represent positive and down represent negative. These are the things you have learned in grade 7. So in this origin, O is the origin, upside, upwards, the numerical values represent the positive integers and downwards, the negative numbers represent the negative integers and 0 is the origin. So it's a horizontal line and this is a vertical line. Now if I join both, combining the lines in such a way that now I'll combine these two horizontal and vertical line, children. Exactly, I'll place origin in the same place. So what will happen?
Cartesian plane.
Yes, I'll be getting
The
Cartesian
Cartesian plane will be formed, ma'am.
Yes, here Cartesian plane will be formed. Here, the way these two axes meet at the origin will meet at one point, children. That point is called origin. So combining both the lines in such a way that two lines cross each other. So x-axis are the horizontal line and the vertical line cross each other at their zeros. Nothing but as origin. Am I clear, children? The horizontal line, this horizontal line towards right side is nothing but as x and left side is nothing but as x dash. X dash is nothing but as negative values called the x-axis and the vertical line, the positive side is nothing but as y-axis and the negative side is nothing but as y dash. So this is y dash is called the y-axis. The point where x dash and y dash cross is nothing but as the origin and it is denoted by O. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the positive numbers
Yes,
lie
ma'am.
on the direction OX and OY. OX and OY are the positive direction of the x-axis. This O to X and O to Y are the positive direction of x-axis and y-axis respectively. Same thing, OX dash and OY dash are the negative direction of the x-axis and y-axis respectively. Any doubt in this Cartesian plane, children?
No, ma'am.
Same thing we learned in the previous class, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So where two axes may intersect at a point is called origin and right side, the positive values nothing but as x-axis OX and y are positive direction and OX dash and OY dash are the negative direction of x-axis and y-axis. So these are things already we have learned in a previous class. It's just like a recapitulation. So what is this, children? This two lines intersect.
It is
at
called
origin.
coordinates.
Origin. It's called origin.
Coordinate.
Origin.
Next, these two lines divide this Cartesian plane into 4 parts. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Here is this forms of perpendicular, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So
Yes,
these
ma'am.
axis, x-axis and y-axis divide this plane, Cartesian plane into 4 equal parts. So that 4 equal parts, the first one is the thing but as first quadrant. All these things are equal to 90 degree, children.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Each quadrant is a 90 degree.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a quadrant 1. Anti-clockwise you have to come. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. You just observe in a quadrant 1 and these two axes meet at a point is nothing but as origin. Origin is always, the coordinates of the origin is always 0, 0. Okay, because x-axis and y-axis intersect at origin. Here x-axis 1, 0 is there, y-axis 1, 0 is there. See the width, 0 to 1, the width is same as 1 to 2. See they have taken 0 to 1, 2 boxes, and 1 to 2, 2 boxes. Same thing you see y-axis, 0 to 1, 2 boxes. 0 to -1 also 2 boxes. So width should be always same. Am I clear, children? Now this
Yes, ma'am.
coordinate plane, this axis divides this plane into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, 2, and 3. We'll see where this quadrant present. So quadrant 1 present in x-axis the positive value, and y-axis also positive direction. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Y-axis also positive direction. So quadrant 1, both x and y are positive.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now come to quadrant 2. Here first always take x-axis. X-axis is what direction, children?
It is in
Negative.
negative direction.
What about
Negative, ma'am.
y-axis?
It is
Positive.
positive.
Positive direction. So quadrant 2 is x-axis negative and y-axis positive.
So it is minus and plus.
Quadrant 2 is
-1 + 1.
plus.
Minus one.
Quadrant-
Minus, comma, plus.
Very good. What about quadrant 1?
Plus, comma, plus.
Minus.
Yes. Now we shall move on to quadrant 3.
Yes, ma'am.
This quadrant 3, just observe x-axis. X-axis what
Minus.
direction?
Minus, comma, minus.
Minus, comma, minus, ma'am.
X-axis is the negative.
Negative.
Direction. Y-axis also negative direction.
Negative.
So quadrant both coordinates of x and y are negative.
Minus,
Minus, comma,
Ma'am, but quadrant 4 is minus,
Plus,
comma,
+1.
plus, comma, minus.
Plus, comma, minus.
comma, minus.
Direction of x-axis is towards
Positive.
positive. Direction of y-axis is towards
Negative.
Negative.
So coordinates of,
Comma, minus.
so this is easy, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Already we have done this one. So now these are the two words already we have learned. Abscissa and ordinate. So do you remember, children, the meaning of
Yes,
abscissa and
ma'am.
ordinate? Yes. Anybody will explain the meaning of abscissa?
Ma'am, abscissa is x-axis, ordinate is y-axis, ma'am.
Almost right. Okay, by seeing this picture, you say. As you said, abscissa,
Ma'am,
x-axis,
it's the
you said.
point on x-axis. Absolute point on x-axis. On which point it is?
Almost, you're almost right, but not perfect. See the picture and tell me.
Ma'am, abscissa is positive and ordinate is negative.
Ordinate is the point on y-axis.
First and
Point
abscissa.
on x-axis.
Combination of abscissa and ordinate gives us the location of that Cartesian plane, ma'am.
Ma'am, ordinate is first and abscissa is second, ma'am.
That's not the answer.
is the horizontal vertical line and abscissa is a horizontal.
No, not sure. Shall I explain?
Ma'am, one minute. Abscissa the value of x-axis. Ma'am,
Abscissa is the perpendicular distance from y-axis. Perpendicular distance from y-axis is nothing but as abscissa. Ordinate is a perpendicular distance from x-axis. Nothing but as ordinate. So the x-coordinate of a point is its perpendicular distance from y-axis is called abscissa. Same thing, the y-coordinate of a point is its perpendicular distance from x-axis. Nothing but as ordinate.
yes.
I am expecting the word perpendicular distance, children. The x-coordinate of a point is its perpendicular distance from the y-axis measured along x-axis. It is a perpendicular distance from y-axis is nothing but as abscissa. Perpendicular distance from x-axis nothing but as ordinate. So I am expecting the word perpendicular word. Next we'll go for exercise 3.2. This is a very easy chapter. 3.2. Write the answer to the following questions. What is the name of horizontal and vertical line drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? I'll repeat
And
that.
X-axis and
Y-axis.
Y-axis is the answer, ma'am.
The name of horizontal and vertical line drawn to divide the plane into 4 parts is x-axis and y-axis. Very good. Shall we move on to second
Yes,
question?
ma'am.
What is the name of each
Quadrant.
part of the plane
Quadrant.
formed with by these two lines?
Ma'am, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant.
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 Just what is the name? It is a name called as quadrant. Each part of the plane formed by these two lines. So there are 4 parts we are getting. All the 4 parts we are calling as a quadrant. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Third one. Write the name of the point where these two lines intersect.
Origin.
Coordinate.
Origin, ma'am.
Origin.
Two lines
Origin,
that
ma'am.
intersect at a point is called origin. Shall we move on to
Jessica, don't get confused.
second one based on the
Origin.
origin. Yes. So first question, horizontal and vertical line is nothing but as x-axis and y-axis, and if the line plane each part of the plane formed by these two lines is nothing but as quadrant, and 2 lines intersect at a point is called origin. Fine. Very good, children. Getting a very good response. Now I am taking the another one, second question. This is interesting, the children.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is sleeping over there?
Jessica, ma'am.
I'm not even speaking from that time.
This is the figure. Okay. Now I want the coordinates points. So first, the coordinate of B. Where is the B present? X-axis -5, y-axis 2.
Minus 5, comma 2.
Very
Minus
good.
5,
Pooja.
comma 2, ma'am.
Pooja, next time you be quiet and I want the others from answers from other students. So
Okay, ma'am.
first question answer is coordinates of B is -5, comma 2. Is it clear, children?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Our first answer is correct. Second one, the
5,
coordinate
comma minus 5.
5, minus 5.
5.
Minus 5, ma'am.
x-axis is 5, y-axis is -5. We'll check the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the answer is 5. Next, third one, the point identified by the coordinates
E.
minus
It is
3,
E, ma'am. Answer is E, ma'am.
-3, comma -5.
Ma'am, H, ma'am.
E. H.
E.
It is E, ma'am.
Identified by the coordinates
E or H,
-3,
ma'am?
comma -5.
Ma'am, it's not even there, ma'am.
Yeah,
H, ma'am.
just check the children.
It is not even there.
Oh, it is. I
Ma'am,
think
H, ma'am. It's H, ma'am.
Minus
E,
3,
ma'am.
minus 5, ma'am.
H, ma'am.
E. Ha.
the coordinates are identified by the point E. Actually, the line has
E,
to move
ma'am,
towards
not
the
H.
side.
Yes,
Because
ma'am. We got
like this,
confused.
children. I think the line has to move a little bit towards the right
Yes, ma'am.
side.
It should have moved little bit that side.
And textbook also given like this. Next, fourth one.
G, ma'am. G.
Point identified by the coordinates 2, comma -4.
G, ma'am.
G, ma'am.
G.
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 Here, -4 is here. It is which point?
G.
Very good. I want all answers from all the students, children. The abscissa of the point D.
2.
2.
2.
Abscissa of the point
5,
D.
comma 2. 3, ma'am.
Mom.
I want only
Ma'am.
abscissa.
6.
Very good. Answer is 6. Very good. Next one. Answer is the ordinate of the point H.
Minus 5.
Minus 5 is the answer, ma'am.
Minus 5.
Minus 5.
Minus 5.
Minus 5.
I think you should have a doubt on this one.
Minus
3, ma'am.
3.
3, ma'am. 3.
5, comma minus
3.
Minus 3.
Minus 3, mom.
Yes, -3 is correct. Once again, I'll repeat this one. Abscissa of the point D means see only x value. Ordinate if you ask, see only y-axis value. So what is the ordinate of the point H now?
minus 3.
Minus 3.
Now, the coordinates of the point L. Where is L? L.
0, 5.
0 and 5.
0, comma 5.
0, 5.
Origin. Origin. 5, comma 5. Next, the coordinates of the point M. M is here.
Minus 3 and
0, comma minus 3.
minus
Yes.
3.
0, comma minus 3.
X value is minus 3 and
Comma.
y value is 0. Minus 3 comma 0, Pooja, because x-axis 0, y-axis is x-axis minus 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Minus 3, y is 0. This line has to move towards this side, children. Even textbook also they given wrong. No, it is correct. Only the place of minus 3 it is wrong. Okay. So it is minus 3 comma 0. So don't you feel easy, children, this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So all the most of students are answering through the chat. Very good. Anyone have doubt in this one?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now, I'll give you one homework, children. The next exercise, 3.3. So they're asking, I did not. Exercise 3.3. I'm just asking the quadrants now. In which quadrant or on which axis do each of the points? Please note down your paper and tell me the quadrant. Minus 2, 4.
Quadrant. Third quadrant.
Third
Third quadrant.
Second quadrant.
Third quadrant.
You can write your answer in chat box. Minus 2, 4.
Minus 2, comma 4.
Second one, ma'am.
Second, ma'am.
Right here.
Second one, ma'am. Second
one.
coordinate. Second
Minus
quadrant.
Comma 4. Which quadrant?
Second.
Second.
Next one. 3, comma minus 1. 3,
Ma'am, can you repeat?
3, comma minus 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Third quadrant.
Fourth quadrant.
Third quadrant.
Value 3.
Ma'am, fourth.
Ashish, right? Ashish, Shavani. Sayuta, correct. Fourth quadrant.
Fourth one.
Value 3, y value minus 1. Fourth quadrant. Next one is minus 1, comma 0.
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant. I mean, the second line now.
Quadrant or not?
Second quadrant.
Ma'am, it's on the line, not on the quadrant.
Yes.
It's a quadrant.
Yeah, that's what I said. Check it. Where to place, children? Minus 1, comma 0.
Negative line. Negative line.
Negative, the negative on the x-axis.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Minus 1, comma 0 will come at this particular point, children.
Yes, ma'am.
This point. At this point, it is on the negative of x-axis. Negative line of which axis? Kusum?
X-axis.
Line you said. Negative line of which axis you have to mention. Okay.
X-axis.
Next one. 1, comma 2.
1, 2. Ma'am, first quadrant.
First quadrant.
First quadrant.
Very good. I'm getting a quick response from so many students. Next one. Minus 3, comma minus 5.
Third quadrant.
Ma'am, third quadrant, ma'am. Third quadrant.
Yes. First, second, third quadrant. Very good. Very good. I'm getting a very good response from children. Very good. Now, I want you people to represent exercise 3.3 first question. I want you people to mark these points on the coordinates. It's like this coordinate plane, children. So will you take this as homework? So this first question 3.3.
Yes, ma'am.
It belongs to which quadrant? Verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane.
Ma'am, we should make the Cartesian plane, ma'am.
Cartesian plane means graph sheet.
Ma'am, should we do it in different or one, ma'am?
One graph sheet only, you mark everything.